Playtime is one of the best parts of being a kid.
But it's more than just fun. As kids play, they're developing skills that will help them thrive and make sense of the world. A recent study actually showed that in the first few years of a child's life, their brains are able to learn better through exploration as opposed to academics.
Our mid-morning pediatrician, Dr. Gigi Chawla from Children's Minnesota, is here with more on the importance of play. Dr. Gigi, thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me again today.
There's no question that with the increase in standardized tests and state standards and all of this stuff going on, that parents, schools focus more on academics than play.
Absolutely.
Is that a mistake?
Well, honestly, to be competitive in the world and
you need to know math, you need to know how to read and write,
I can't argue with a push towards academics.
Sure.
But what types of skills are kids getting when they are playing? Because you can almost see, I feel like imagination might not necessarily be like a skill that you need for life going forward, but it's also something that's so important.
That's absolutely right. There should be an equal balance, not just with academics, but with being vigorous with your body and physical activity. That's great for your health. Imagination needs to be sparked by no rules towards a game and kids developing their own rules. And then all of the social emotional things that you learn through play, how to negotiate, how to change things up and still feel okay with it, still feel like it's all right that people changed your rules and you're okay.
I tell you, the argument over rules is the #1 thing
Absolutely
that I see the younger kids dealing with all the time. When you look at the technology, right, I think a lot of parents struggle with this. Is it okay to have kids playing on the iPads, on the tablets, or do we need to push into the more conventional, I guess, go on the swings kind of stuff?
Yeah, I think there probably should be a good balance of that. You don't want to necessarily deprive your children of technology to the point where they don't know how to use it at all and can't have a dialogue with their friends. But really, unstructured play is going to help kids develop to a point where they can negotiate and learn in a way that an iPad isn't going to.
But we do see a lot of educational elements on the iPad and getting that screen time too.
Yep.
Some of it's just play as well. But when you're talking about young kids, I've seen babies who are better on the iPad than I think I am on sometimes. Yeah. Where would you say that age limit kind of starts for how young is too young and how much screen time? Right.
So the American Academy of Pediatrics has really set some guidelines around this, that there should be no screen time, including iPads or anything like that for kids under the age of 1.
Okay.
Above that, we really try to say limit all screen time to 2 hours or less per day when possible. A lot of our older kids, high school kids, they're doing all of their homework on computers these days.
Not just high school, my kids, middle school, all of it's on the iPad.
So that I tend not to count for play or extraneous time.
It's not a game.
Yeah, exactly. So really try to keep those things in mind.
What kind of activities could parents be doing with their kids?
Well, the first would be reading. The second is just being out and being active and letting a game naturally transpire. But, if kids need structured play, baseball or soccer, anything that you can just pick up as a sport would be terrific.
Perfect. Dr. Gigi, thank you.
Yep, thanks for having me.